We certainly do, and we're going to finish
do.
the show by going across to the United States of
Donald.
America, where everybody knew that Donald Trump would win the caucus in Iowa, but I don't think anybody expected him to win by such a landslide victory. It really was a walkover for him, and there's no doubt he's the next, he's going to be the Republican candidate.
I think he is. My good mate Nigel Farage has been over in Iowa saying just that. You know, Trump apparently called him a handsome man.
Yeah, we did this morning. Now, you know, I'm a big admirer of Nigel Farage, but handsome, I don't know. I don't know.
But no, what is remarkable about this is we've spoken on this show, haven't we, about all these cases against Trump, and we've had good old Greg Swenson, the head of the Republicans overseas, join us, and he said, well, you know, he thinks that what the Dems are trying to do is war game all of this, bring all these charges against Trump, because it just crystallises and concretises his support. Because, stupidly, the Democrats in America think that if they were going to get anybody that Biden could beat, it would be Donald Trump. Are they on crack? Do they honestly think the fossil can beat this man?
Yeah, I mean, that's it's very sort of conspiracy theory, but I've got a lot of time for Greg, and that's what he thinks the Democrats are doing, that they're tying him up with all this legal action, these 91 indictments, because they think that that will make the Republicans have him as their candidate. In other words, the Democrats, you know, there's this sort of his argument, look, this is lawfare, I'm a victim, vote for me. People are going along with that. His popularity soars with each new indictment. So Greg thinks that this is a policy by the Democrats to get Donald Trump to be the Republican candidate because they think Biden can beat him. I think they're wrong. This is a terrible, terrible policy.
What these absolute simpletons fail to grasp is actually they are risking the security of the West and US national security for two reasons. One, because the Donald was the best person when it came to being strong-armed on the global stage and putting some pretty nasty dictators back in their box. But also, if he does become president, it is in clink at the same time, America's reputation internationally is going to be so weakened. They already look abysmal and cartoonish. They're disrupting their own society, causing one side of politics to go after the other. We saw sort of running street battles and the like. They are basically, I would say, threatening a fair amount of peace in their own country and abroad by these silly political games they're playing.
Yeah, and Donald Trump, you know, all the lefties now, oh, if he gets back in as president, it'll be a disaster for the world. Look, he was not a great president, but he was by no means not a bad president either. His presidency was remarkably moderate, I would suggest, not without its achievements, obviously problems. The only reason people say it was a disastrous presidency is because they read all these books about the mayhem in the office and, you know, his strange way of behaving and all that. But he was not a bad president, so if he gets back in, it isn't going to be a disaster.
I don't think many people could name one thing that was disastrous under Trump. You can just name a list of successes. And what's ironic is Obama got the Nobel Peace Prize for cozying up to Iran again and all of that.
Yeah,
and
how'd that
being
work
the first,
out?
you know, ethnic minority president of America. But essentially paving the way for all the madness in the Middle East right now. This man signed peace deals around the Middle East. If anyone needs a peace prize, it's Donald.
Indeed, indeed. So Donald Trump on his way back to the White House. What do you think? Anyway.